Here's the board ready to go with my letters drawn out. I'm going to hold it using the end vise of my bench. This is quite a good way of holding it, but one of the problems you have with a long vise jaw like this is that when you tighten this up, this end can close and actually damage the vise. So you would need a little piece of waste wood, little T-shape, which I've cut out on the bandsaw, and you pop that in there, and then that evens the sort of stresses in the vise, so that stops it damaging. The other thing about this board, I will say, is this. It's a little bit bent, and that's classically elm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a little wedge under that corner there, so that's now nice and solid, and that's how I hold it up. So that's how I'm going to hold it. You could clamp it with a vise, a G clamp or C clamp on either end. That's a good way, and then just move them as you're working along. The other thing, since we're going to be working into the wood like this, you can put some sort of brace at the back like this against which to force the wood. Anyway, whichever way, we get the wood held down firmly, and then we can think about the actual cutting away of wood. The first step is outlining these letters, and for that I'm going to use this pretty big V-tool. This is half an inch, 14 mils, something like that, quite a big V-tool, 60 degrees, and I'm going to come outside. Let's start with this line, outside of the line, so that the wall is sloping slightly, so I'm not tilting the V-tool. The wall is sloping straight down and stopping. So if it's a softwood, you can just push it, but I'm going to have to use a mallet in this case because it's quite hard. So now I'm going to make that a bit deeper. So that's probably about 4 or 5 millimeters deep. So that's half the depth of my V-tool. And on this side, I'm not going to go into the waste because that waste is going, well, I'm not going to go in as much as I can avoid going in, because that waste I am going to texture next. And then joining them together. Now we will go over this again. And what I will need to do is turn this around so that I'm coming in this way up to this edge here. But at the moment I'll do everything I can in this direction. So the curve's exactly the same. I might need to go twice. And one of the nice things about a mallet is that you get these little pulses of energy. So whereas if I was pushing by hand, I'd have to be careful not to go into the grain. With the mallet, you sort of cut it as you go along. So it's quite a good way of working. And we'll come around this way. So this groove now should be the same depth all the way along. I'm going to go on the inside. Pay attention to the outside cut, but we will get a chance to just firm that up and tune that later on. But outside the line, straight round like this. Now when you get tight curves like this here, or here, then you're just going to have to do your best The V-tool doesn't really like tight curves because it's actually got a chisel, a straight bit in the keel, and you're trying to force that round the corner. But do your best, and we will have to come back and use a gouge on that tight curve. But for now, do everything you can around all the letters to the same depth. This is what it should look like at the end of this stage. Deep V cut around the outside of each letter. Some areas which are quite tight, a little bit ragged, but in there, the lines are pretty much the same width all the way along, and that's really where we need to leave it. So that's this stage. So now we can start taking away some of the background.